Hello everyone, it's Kari. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm excited to be sharing a new Betterpress collection from Justine's Farm collection at Spellbinders. This is Cottonball and she's the cutest little lamb. There are 5 press plates in this set. There's Cottonball and then there's 4 sentiments. One says, "Thank you so much." One says, "Welcome, little lamb." One says, "Thinking of you." And the last one says, "Will you be mine?" I'm going to use a few of those today in our cards. I'm starting off with the press plate and "Thank you so much." And I'm using some green cardstock, just some light green. I thought this would make a really beautiful background for this little lamb. And then I've got some eucalyptus ink by Catherine Puller, and that creates a darker green on our lighter green panel, and I think that looks so pretty right there. Now I'm going to try another one using Distress Oxides, and this time I'm going to use the color Frayed Burlap, and that's a lighter brown. I love practicing with different inks and kind of mixing it up to see how they work with the Betterpress. I have found lots of good results with lots of different inks, and so I just like to try them all out. This is going to create kind of a light brown. It's going to give us a soft look. So I'll make sure I have that inked up nicely, tape my panel to that platen there, and run it through my die cut machine, and I get this beautiful light brown. Now I've tried a few with a darker brown. This is rich cocoa colored ink, and I love using the smaller ink pads as well on this. And then I'm going to try one with black ink on a white cardstock and also on the green. And I get some really good results with all of them. Now it's time to create some cards. I've got a lot of different panels to play with, and so I'm going to just use a lot of varieties here. Today I thought it would be fun to mix it up and add some flowers. And so I pulled out one of my cards here with color combinations, and I love this color for spring and also for this lamb. So you can see I matched up these colors in cutting out some of the flowers from this Spellbinder set here. This is from one of the pie collections. It's called Delicious Decorations, and these little flowers were the perfect size for decorating and adding some embellishments to our little cotton ball lamb. So I cut out the insides, a few flowers, lots of different leaves, and I stuck with the same color combination the entire time. To make the flowers just a little more 3D, I'm going to use my flower tool here with a nice foam board. This all came together in a kit that I think I purchased off Amazon, and I'm just going to use that to create a little more depth on these flowers. So by pressing into the middle with that little ball tip stylus, it will allow the flowers to raise up on the edges, create kind of a neat floral design. So I'm going to do that to all of them, and then I'll add the centers with that beautiful dark goldenrod color cardstock, and I'll put those all in the middle, and then we'll be ready to build up some of the floral sprays on our card panels. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm taping it down to my glass board mat. I find that I love taping it down when I'm adding small elements like this so it doesn't move around on me. And then I'll go ahead and just arrange some of these flowers. And look how cute that little cotton ball is, just surrounded by flowers. I think it's so cute. I'll finish organizing and arranging these here, and then I'm going to go ahead and add them all with some liquid adhesive. When I get that decorated just the way I want it, I'm adding a few more leaves here, and I think that looks good right about there. I'll take a few Prismacolor colored pencils just to add some detail to the nose and to the flowers on top, because I just want to add the spray of flowers underneath Cottonball. So I know this is very light on camera. The lights tend to wash it out just a little bit, but I'm adding some light pinks and purples to give that darker shade, and then some greens for the leaves. I'll just color in that spray on the crown of flowers. Here's where I'm adding all the liquid glue for the flowers and the leaves. I find a little tool helps me to pick those up and add those in. And there we go. That's going to be our first panel right there. And we'll turn this into a card by adding a frame to that. So I've cut a dark green frame right here, and I'm just going to add that to our panel. And that will create our first card. Isn't Cottonball just so cute? This new collection by Justine is adorable. I love it. For the rest of these, I'm going to go ahead and use a few dies to help me out. I've got a heart die here for the "Will You Be Mine" sentiment, and I'm going to build that up with some additional hearts cut out in pink, so that you're going to see some pink on the outside of that heart. So I'll glue all the hearts together, and then I'll glue Cottonball to the top right there like this, and then add that to our card base. So Cottonball will be popped up from the background. There we go, just like this. And I'll just add a little heart to that to finish that one off. I used a little bit of foam adhesive for that, so it pops that up just a little bit. I'll put the heart right there. And a little bit of colored pencil for this one as well. Just as simple as that. I think it's super cute. Now this one we're going to cut out with a little oval, and I'm just going to add one little flower and a couple leaves on either side of the flower. And for the background, I'm going to use some polka dot paper here. I couldn't decide which one I like the best, so you'll see I combine a couple different papers to create that background. So I'm going to cut the polka dot one down, and then I'll have another hot pink cardstock background to go behind that. I'll add the flower just right here. And here's the second pink paper I'll use as a mat around that polka dot paper. So I've cut that down as well. And then the excess cardstock is really great to cut down into strips and use as a little design element for this card. You can see I'm lining those up. I'm using the grids on my grid mat behind me on the Glassboard Studio mat to make sure I have those lined up, and then I'll trim off the edges. There we go, just like that, and then add all of this together onto my card. So this is a multi-layered card just like that. Isn't that cute? I think the polka dots really bring out the spring. I added just a small little heart to that one, and now there's all our cards. So let me show you these all put together. Here's our "Will You Be Mine." We've got the polka dot one. This one's "Thinking of You." And the last one I did off screen, "Thank You So Much." I added the flowers to the crown on that one. So there are a couple different ideas and varieties for you. I'm going to tape these closed so you can see them a little bit better. But I hope you enjoyed these ideas for putting together some sweet little Cottonball cards. Go ahead and check out the links in my description to see the entire farm collection by Justine at Spellbinders, as well as the other items and products that I've used in my video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with more card inspiration and more fun real soon. Again, I want to thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.